Hello, everyone! Dungeon Master Andrew here with Natural 40 Games, and I got a new book. Look at this! Look at this! Look at that! That's good. Okay, so I like this new book so far. I've read through a bunch of it. I am going to be immediately offering it as an option in many of my campaigns that I'm running, so players can choose to build their characters with the new Player's Handbook or the 2014 Player's Handbook. From what I have seen so far, everything truly is compatible, whether you're going backwards or forwards, as long as you're making a paper character sheet, as there are tons and tons of issues right now on D&D Beyond. Hopefully they'll get that sorted out right now. The majority of my games are in person, so it shouldn't affect me too much. Very sorry if you are running a strictly online game and you're having issues. I'm running 2 online games right now. One of them is strictly hardcore Player's Handbook 2024 only, so it's not affected, and I don't think any of the players in my other game are going to be changing up their characters, so it's not super affecting me right now. But I gotta say, I love the art. I love the art. I love the layout. I love the font. The font is a little bit bigger than in the old Player's Handbook in most of the printing, which is great. I love the examples of play. I love having the rules up front as well as the rules glossary in the back. That's going to make quickly using it as a table reference a lot easier. Having the order of combat, it's just really good. It's really good. I love all the art that comes with all of the subclasses. Look at the new barbarian art. It is so evocative. I flipped to the new bard page, and my wife says, well, I know I'm playing a bard in the next campaign. That's what she says to me as soon as she saw that. So that's fantastic. Druid, some of the class changes are mid. I'm going to say some of the changes are mid. Druid changes with the Circle of the Moon is a lot worse than the 2014 Player's Handbook, but maybe the other Druid subclasses are a little bit nicer. Circle of the Sea, become one with the tide and storms. That gives me like a shaman from Warcraft vibe a little bit. Let's see now. You get some cool spells. Wrath of the Sea, Aquatic Affinity, Stormborn, and Oceanic Gift. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Circle of the Stars is now in the Player's Handbook, so brand new Circle of the Stars, or brand new Circle of the Sea, and the Circle of the Stars adjusted slightly from a previous supplement. Fighter, I think I like the changes to Fighter. The new subclasses, Battlemaster still good, Champion still good, Eldritch Knight still good, and Psy Warrior. I've never played with that one, but it looks good at a glance. The Monk changes look good. Paladin changes I'm mid on. I don't like the change to Divine Smite, but it's up to players to choose how they want to build their characters. These are all new options. These are all new options to use. I'm not replacing anything in any of my existing campaigns by removing the old and just using the new one here. I feel very strongly about that. And I feel very strongly about that because of an experience I had many years ago playing Magic the Gathering. I was a teenager. I had limited money, and I had spent what limited money I had on cards. I had a fairly good deck. I don't know how competitive it was in the wider meta, but this was before net decking and, things really getting built to, everything to a tournament standard. So I had good decks. I would go to Friday Night Magic and play with my decks, and I enjoyed it. And then I learned the hard way what a standard rotation is. And I got told that I could not play with my deck. I had an Onslaught block deck. It was almost all cards from Onslaught and a couple from the core set and a couple from Mirrodin. And then the rotation came in when Kamigawa came out, and all of a sudden I couldn't play with anything Onslaught block. It was Mirrodin Kamigawa. And I'm like, ugh. And I dropped out of the game for a long time. So with my games, I'm adding this as an option, and not worrying about removing anything for all of my existing campaigns. In the future, I may say, let's try just this, but I might not. I might do it for a one-shot, but I'm not going to tell anyone that's been playing in my games for months and months and months that they cannot continue to play their character the way they've been playing. That would be so bad and so wrong, in my opinion. So, new book, 10 out of 10. New options, 10 out of 10. I'm not saying they're auto-pick, but for what's being presented in the book and the game is good. All the ancillary things, D&D Beyond and some of people's reactions to that, I'm not too worried about that. You don't need to let that affect your tables. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Enjoy it, because that's what it's here for. It's a game for us to enjoy.